Welcome, everybody, to the December 2023 Metaphysical Chat Live. So glad that you could join us. Looks like we've got a nice group already in the chat. So I will be coming through and answering all of your questions. I guess you probably have a lot of questions tonight. Sorry, I've got some windows popping up here that I need to get rid of that are distracting me. And then I can get back to you. Okay, so I'm just a little frazzled. A lot going on. I'd like to start with just a little opening prayer to set the mood, to get the angels all with us. So just take a couple of deep breaths and join me. Let's call in the angels to get this thing started on the right foot. So, Creator, Metatron, angels, the teams for everybody who's assembled here tonight and those who will watch, please come and join us in this circle. Bring your love, your light, your wisdom, your guidance, your peace. Help us to collectively lift up the energy of all who are participating and who will participate in the replay. Bring us into that peace that we sorely need today with the climate that's going on in the world. So much upheaval. Help us to embrace you, to lean on you, to remember that in the times of fear, all we need to do is reach out and you will take our hands and guide us. There is nothing to be afraid of when you've got big burly angels on your side, and all of us do. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate you showing up. Thank you to all of our teams. Much love and light. Amen. And so we shall begin. So it looks like we have a birthday girl in the house. Letty is asking for a special message for her birthday. So let's do that. Hopefully you can hear me all right. I don't see any notes saying that you're having a problem with that. So hope all of that's in good shape. So let us just dive in here. Sorry, I'm just a little discombobulated. So if you got my newsletter, you probably know why. And I'm doing my best to work through it. So for Letty, angels, do you have a birthday message for Ms. Letty? Oh, darling, you are so spectacular. You mean the world to us. It is a delight to be your team. We feel so honored and privileged to back you up, to be there for you 24/7. Sweetie, you need to call on us more often. There's so much more we can do for you, but you've got to ask. You've got to give us permission to intercede on your behalf. So ask, and when you think you've asked too much, ask for more. You cannot ask for too much. We are excited on this day to archive the past year's records, to begin an entire new year's archive for you. And we are excited with what we see ahead for you on the journey in this next year. You have so many goals and plans ahead that are just wonderfully sparkling. We can see the little sparkles along the path, and we're excited to guide you through them. So just know that there's so much more out there for you. You have just begun, sweetheart. There is so much more. All right, anything specific you want to tell her? Yeah, keep your head up. On those days when you feel a little downtrodden, Letty, lift your eyes up. Look at the horizon. Look where you're going. Look to the next step on your journey. Don't look back. You can't change anything in the past. All you can do is work on the present, which changes the future. That is your highest and best journey for the foreseeable future. Yes. Anything else? Yeah. Happy birthday, baby doll. We love you to the moon and back. Mwah. And that's what they have for you, Letty. So I hope that makes your day. Thank you for the happy birthday to Letty Adventure. Hey, Beverly. Good to have you here. Hi, Daniel. You've been hearing from the internet that we should look to the skies in December. Does it concern the moon? I don't know. Let's ask. For Daniel. The message is about look to the skies. Is that connected to the moon for December? Is it connected to the sun? Ah, okay. Solar flares. There's going to be more solar flares. Okay, so what is it about it that we need to notice? Oh, they want us to connect the dots, Daniel. They want us to look, pay attention, be aware of when things like that happen, maybe even make a note of it so you don't forget. And that will allow you, as new things come into your awareness, to connect the dots, to see where those intersections are, because that will better inform you as you move forward on your path. You will have a greater understanding of how these things come together so that in the future, when they happen, you'll be better prepared. So I hope that makes sense. Hey, Froxy Roxy, great to see you. You'd like to know how many past lives and have you learned the lessons you were supposed to? Well, probably in the thousands, I will ask. And have you learned the lessons? Well, none of us have learned them all, or we wouldn't be here. We'd be done, right? There's always something more to learn. But yes, you've learned the lessons. That's why you're here, because you've got more to learn and you're building upon everything that you've already learned. So for Froxy Roxy, can you tell her how many past lives has she had? $2,712. So by what I have learned from talking to other people about their past lives, that's kind of a median number. There are a lot of souls here who've got many more. So you're a younger soul. So that's an interesting thing to know about yourself, right? And the thing to know also about these numbers is if you ask me this today, I will ask and I will tell you what I get. But if you ask me tomorrow, I won't remember and I might get an entirely different number. And that is because the Akashic Records don't really care about math. That's not high on their list of priorities. So they'll give us the best we can. So just know it's always an approximation, but it's somewhere in that range. Hey, Debbie, thanks for being here. Pamela, can the spirits hear our thoughts? Do they know our intentions from our hearts? Yes and yes, of course. So, but what they're popping in to say, Pamela, is don't get paranoid about that. It's not like they're being intrusive and reading your mind, but they always know what's going on with you because they're right there at your elbow. And knowing what's going on with you, there's no judgment, but it helps them to react faster, to come to your aid faster because they're so nearby and they do know what's going on with you at all times. I jokingly tell people, don't think about spirits when you're in the bathroom because who needs company in the bathroom, right? So now you'll all be thinking about that. But yeah, I mean, they're always there and they know what's going on with you. But that is not in any way to be felt as an intrusion. It's all out of love. There's no judgment. They're just there to help you. So I hope that helps. Beverly, hey, is there something you're not seeing or doing that you need to be aware of that your guides are trying to say? You're getting a lot of signs, but you don't know what it is. Okay, so for Beverly, just getting all these signs, but she's confused. What are you trying to convey to her? What would you like her to know? First of all, relax. Do some deep breathing. Some meditation would be good. Don't stress over it, because when you stress over it, it's like you're pushing it away. It's like you're that drowning person and somebody's throwing you a life raft and you're paddling and splashing so hard that you actually push it away. So you want to be in that relaxed, allowing place where it can come to you. And then when maybe you feel something in your body, maybe you get some kind of an insight, just an inkling in your solar plexus, whatever it is that pops in after you ask for something, pay attention to that because that's how they're communicating with you. They need to build a language with you, a bridge, so that you can communicate. So in the beginning, they'll start with little things. And if you're thinking it's going to be something really big, then you might miss it. But it won't be something big, at least in the beginning. You've got to first build that bridge. So just look for those subtle little shifts. Look for something that feels good, that's uplifting, that's something you hadn't been thinking about that just pops in out of nowhere. When in doubt, unless it's something negative, because that's never from them, but when in doubt, go with the presumption that it was from them, take some action upon it, which then opens the door for them to bring more, for you to take more action on. Just build it up one little step at a time, and you will soon be having this beautiful flow, two-way dialogue. Now, having said all that, I want to invite you. In January, we are going to do a group 21-day meditation challenge. We do this every year based on the book, The Path to Hearing, Angels and Guides, 21 Days of Meditation. If you don't have the book, it's on Amazon. You can get it, read it ahead of time so that when we begin our challenge, you'll be ready to go with us day by day. Doing it in a group like that accelerates your progress because you can ask questions of people, you can read their experiences, and it just helps you so much to have confidence in what you're getting when you hear other people are getting similar things or maybe even stranger things than you are. So it's really about calming down, relaxing, and allowing the dialogue to unfold. So I hope that helps. Ruby Red Slippers. Hey. Oh, hang on, you bounced. You were doing so well. Come back. There you are. Your 15-year-old poodle has become a problem eater in the last 6 months. He's losing weight. Nothing wrong. The vet checked. Any advice from the angels? Okay, so for Ruby Red Slippers, 15-year-old poodle, his lack of appetite. They're saying he's just winding down, sweetie. He's very geriatric in dog terms. And sometimes they just don't want to eat as much. They want to slow down. All of their systems are slowing down. So it takes more effort to digest food. So it's perfectly normal. Don't worry about it. Just be there to support him and know that he's in that winding down process. Of course, that's never a happy thing to hear, but 15 for a poodle, my gosh, that's really good. So just cherish the time that you have. Celebrate all the beautiful memories so that when he does cross over, you can focus on the uplifting, happy memories instead of the sadness that you feel that he's gone. So maybe you want to plan some special things in the short term to do to make some extra memories. Anything that helps you move into that direction with peace and love would be good for you. And be kind to yourself during this time because it is difficult going through that process. So sending lots of love, kisses from your puppy. Yeah, lots of love. And it's going to be all right, Mom. Don't worry about it. Yeah, so I hope that helps. Hey, Felicity, you've had some amazing magic performances. So happy for you. You're still chipping away to launch your solo show in June. What career messages do your guides have for you? So for Felicity, what would you like to share with her about career? Just keep going. You're doing fine. It's like they're showing me this big highway. There's nobody on it but you. All space is clear for you to just zoom down like on the Autobahn. There's nothing blocking you. The way is totally clear, and they are smoothing the path out ahead so that it will be as easy and seamless as possible. So all green lights, all positive. Is there anything else that you want to help Felicity with on her career? Believe in yourself. Oh, sending kisses and just lots of kisses. Believe in yourself because we believe in you. You got this. Just keep going. Yeah. They're saying you're seeing all the success. Trust it and believe in it. Stop second guessing yourself. You're doing fine. And they're with you. So you're going to do even better. So that's it. Daniel, you've recently come to know about the back heart chakra, and through your Reiki training, will you be able to cleanse your own back heart chakra, or should you seek an energy healer? So for Daniel, will he be able to do his own back heart chakra cleaning? So it would be wise to get help. Yeah, because it's not just Reiki, Daniel. There's more to it than that. It's also based upon some other modalities. I think we've talked about that for you, how you combine modalities to come up with something that's uniquely yours. So this back heart chakra cleaning is uniquely Mike's, and he's offering that to people. He is teaching it to some people who also share some of those modalities. So if you're interested in learning that, talk with him about it. But yeah, absolutely, it's something that would be beneficial. And I can't imagine anybody it wouldn't be beneficial for, because it's clearing the attic of emotionality. That's the highest level of what it's doing. So for all of us, we have these traumas and things that we go through in our life, and all of that twisted trauma and emotion gets stuffed into the back heart chakra. So when people do chakra clearings, they're doing the front. They're not even thinking about the back. And all that stuff gets just piled up in there. When I had mine, it was so fascinating because it just felt like I had more room inside of me because all that stuff had been cleared away. So then there's that space where now you've got a vacuum, and you can't have a vacuum in nature. It doesn't allow it. So more things had to come in there, but good things. So getting rid of all those old negative cords and traumas and gunk made space for the beautiful, sparkling love and light to flow in. It's just phenomenal. So yeah, I highly recommend it. Gary, good to see you too. Any message from your guides or anybody in the spirit world? You loved the channeling with JFK and the others. Oh, I'm so glad. Yeah, that was a lot of fun with the Irish granny. We have a lot of fun together. So we'll probably do more stuff in the future. I'm glad you like it. So for Gary, anything you want to share with Gary? They're saying, be about your business, Gary. It's like they're not trying to be unkind, but the word that's coming up is like lollygagging. Too much second guessing, too much questioning, holding back because you're not 100% confident about what you are feeling led to do. And they're saying you don't have to be 100% confident. You just have to feel it. Feel a little bit of that inspiration. Go with it. Don't wait for 100%. Don't wait until they're yanking you by the throat and it gets uncomfortable because they want to help you sooner. So they're beckoning you to come, to join with them, to connect with them sooner. So I don't know if you've been doing meditation, but definitely regular meditation practice. So for you, if you want to join us in the group 21-day challenge again, that would be really awesome. But just give yourself that grace, even if it's 5 minutes a day, to connect with them. Regular connection, once or twice a day, 2 to 5 minutes, that can help you to advance spiritually much more rapidly than you would if you just kind of left it haphazardly. So yeah, put in a little more effort at that. Allow them to bring those inspired ideas to you and then take fast action. Don't overthink it. Just go do it. And that will help you. It will make a tremendous difference. You won't believe. You'll be a whole new man by 2024 if you start doing that now. And that's them saying that, not me. Baka Bass. Directions from your guides, and do they have suggestions to deepen your connection? So for Baka Bass, what guidance would you like to share? Go with the flow. Getting a theme here going. So are you saying that they're a little bit stuck? Yeah, a little bit stuck, but that's okay. Everybody gets stuck now and then. Just don't stay stuck. Look for something that you feel inspired to do and go do it quickly. That will get you unstuck. Because when you get into that stuck place, it's like you're spinning like a drill into the ground. You just go down, 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 which doesn't help anybody. And the longer you're there, the harder it gets to pop back out of that. So the sooner you notice that you're in that place, the sooner you take action, the faster you will get back on track, feeling better, getting new inspired ideas, and just rolling ahead with your journey. It will just feel so much better. So give yourself the grace and the love to take the action sooner. Don't wait. Don't second guess yourself. And that does apply to the connection with them as well. The same thing as I was just explaining to Gary, connecting on a regular basis makes a huge difference. Because what's happening, Baka, is you are building a language with them, building that bridge that I mentioned for somebody else earlier. You've got to develop a language that you can use with them so that then it can flow more fluidly. But in the beginning, that's maybe feeling like fits and starts, maybe feeling very frustrated. You're questioning yourself a lot. That's very normal. So don't put yourself down. Don't get discouraged. Keep going because they're not going to give up on you. And so the sooner you get on board with regular connection, practicing, following up on the inspired ideas, the sooner you will be able to sit down and just have a two-way dialogue going, which is phenomenal. You want that, but it takes practice. You've got to prime the pump with the practice. Over time, it gets easier and easier. You will get more insights. But in the beginning, it's drips and drabs. That's the way it is for most people. So you're doing fine. Just keep going. Hey, Sister of Six. Great to see you. Ashika. Richard, hey. A message from your guides or angels. So for Richard, would you like to share with Richard today? I'm hearing this marching song. It's one of those famous ones. It's da 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 dum dum da da dum. I don't know if you know that song. I don't know the name of it. I just know I hear it a lot when they're doing parades and things. It's a very popular marching song. So you're telling Richard to get marching. Yeah, more action, Richard. With conviction, because when that marching band goes out, they're not hesitating. They've got the bass drum leading them. They've got the trombones, the trumpets, all of the woodwinds and the strings, and they're just ready to go. They know where they're going. They've got confidence. They've got rhythm. Oh, that's interesting. They've got rhythm. They're just moving forward. So they're flowing with the rhythm. So for you, more flowing with the rhythm, more confidence, just move forward. Keep that momentum going. That will serve you well. So I hope that makes sense. Hi, Melinda. What did you want to learn from your parents in this lifetime? Great question. So for Melinda, what did she intend to learn from her parents? Ooh, I get right away. You wanted to learn what not to do. So they were an example of not the greatest parenting. And from that, you learned to be a kinder, more giving and understanding teacher and parent. I don't know if you are a parent, but parenting to others, if not your own children. So is that it, or was there something else? It's all around that, Melinda. It's also being a better person, because nothing against your parents. They did the best that they could do based upon who they are and what they have learned in their lives. But they didn't have quite the level that you were planning to ascend to in this lifetime. They're a stepping stone for you. So by that example of maybe not doing it in the most efficient, loving, and best way, you were open to seeing alternatives, causing you to really open up your awareness, to explore more, to test things, to find out what works best, rather than going with the old tried and true. So that's the gist of it. I hope that helps. Hi, C'est la vie. You're feeling mother, daughter, and sister are at odds with you. How and why? Can the relationships turn around with love, joy, and forgiveness? Okay, so for C'est la vie, is it true that she's at odds with mother, daughter, sister? Are they at odds? Yes, there is. There's a conflict. Okay. And is it something that C'est la vie has done? No. So it's something they have done? No. So it's a difference in perspective? Okay. So it's like you're choosing to go on different paths that maybe aren't congruent with one another, which makes it uncomfortable. It becomes like a bumpy ride when they try to pull you onto your path or onto their path, and you try to pull them onto your path. The paths are divergent. They're not compatible. But know that you can each be on your own paths moving forward and still be connected. You don't have to be in a discord about the path, because you're each on the one that's right for you. And when it's no longer right, you'll change. So if you can find a way to come together, reaching out to them and just accepting them where they are, and you accept where you are, move forward and stop questioning it. That will help you tremendously, because you don't want to be in that bumpy in-between place. It makes life hard for everybody. So did I get everything? So is it highly likely they will be able to get back on track and bring forth the love and joy in their relationship? Yes. It's there waiting for you. So in the meantime, you take the initiative to send them love, light, good energy, whatever you feel led to share with them. Happiness, uplifting, wishing them all good things. You just keep blasting that out to them. They will feel it. They'll either have to pull away from you because it's uncomfortable, or they'll come nearer to you because it feels good. Whichever they choose is fine. It's their choice. You can't change that. But you, as long as you are in that place of love, good intentions, you are doing the very best that you can do. Now you've got to allow them to do their side of it. So I hope it helps. Hi, Nidja. Oh, thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate that. Ashika, do you see me landing a job at D.E. Shaw? And if so, when? So for Ashika, is it an optimal choice for her to work at D.E. Shaw? Yeah. Is it highly likely they will offer her a job? Oh, that's not decided yet, Ashika. So don't fret about it. Your angels will bring it together if it's the most perfect choice. So is there something else out there that would be a better match? Yes. And is it something that she needs to take action towards? No. So I don't know if you've already sent other inquiries out, but be open. So are you saying it's something the angels will bring? Okay, the angels will bring it to your attention. Now, that's not saying don't pursue the D.E. Shaw, because it could come. It's in flux right now. But if you'd rather get something sooner, then ask your angels to bring whatever that other option is forward sooner so that you can do that. But it looks like you've got a choice coming up. It's not going to happen right away. So can you tell us when the D.E. Shaw might come to fruition, if it's intended? Will it be in 2023? Okay, so before the year's end. So end of the month? Yeah, so nearer to the end of the month, if it's going to happen, that's when it would be. Now, what about this other possibility? Is that in 2023 also? Okay, and is that in the first half of the month? Second half of the month. Okay. So you're needing a little pause here to really feel your way through the best choices. That's what they're giving you space to do. So that's pretty cool. So as you're considering the options for you, run it through your solar plexus. Give it time to flow through there. How does it feel? You want to pursue the one that feels the very best because that is the best choice for you. So keep us posted on how that goes. Hey, Linda. Hi, Joanne. Oh, thank you. Messages from your guides for the next few days and weeks. You are so welcome. So for Joanne, what messages do you have for her for this month? Flow, baby, flow. This month can really upset your apple cart if you're not careful. It is fraught with opportunity to get off course, to feel unhappy, because it's a time when you overgive, trying to make sure that everybody has the best holiday possible. And you just can't do that for them. So instead, focus the energy on Joanne. How can you make sure that Joanne has the very best Christmas and Hanukkah and Diwali and whatever else you're observing that you've ever had? That's what's important. And when you do that, the joy, the happiness that you're feeling will spill off onto others, having a positive impact. So for you, that's the assignment for the month. Work on self-care, bringing yourself joy, indulging yourself. You can't go too far with this. You need it. It's time. And that will set the stage for you going into 2024 to start off with much more power, much better perspective and understanding of where you're going. So a little introspection this month is going to pay big dividends for you next month. So congratulations. That's exciting. Hi, Starfish. It's been a while. You are reading the records and it's your favorite thing to do. Oh, I'm so excited for you. That's wonderful. Keep going. Oh, thank you, Debbie. The volume's good. Good to know that. Froxy Roxy, I look beautiful tonight. Thank you. I appreciate that. Nice to be here and see one another. Absolutely. Yes. Oh, hang on. We jumped. Oh, come on. There we are. Callista, hey, good to see you. Can your guides let you know if you should expect your teammate to leave shortly for a new role? Should you work to convince her to stay? Or is it optimum to move? So for Callista, the teammate, is it optimal for the teammate to move on? Oh, yes. Right away, yes. So would it be wise for Callista to be supportive and encouraging of the teammate moving on. Yeah, I mean, not being pushy, but being very supportive and, maybe making comments along that line and opening up possibilities of thought for them to get them thinking along those lines if they're not already. All of those things. So can you tell us about the timing? Is it going to be 2023 is a likely time for her to depart? Yes. Okay. So is it highly likely that she will depart in 2023? Maybe. Not 100% sure, but you putting your love and energy and support out there for the highest and best of her or him, if it's a him, that will help to accelerate the process. So that's how you can't, change them, of course, but you can affect them and perhaps blow the breeze their direction to guide them a little further away. So that's what you can do. Sister of Six, you tried clearing your energy with a pendulum. The yes and no are clockwise and counterclockwise. Cool. You cleared your energy and then it went in different directions. Oh, wow, that's interesting. So that's something to be aware of. If you notice the pendulum starting to change directions, do a clearing. Yeah. And, all of this is about our beliefs. Like, I don't believe I need to clear to use my pendulum, so I never have. Maybe that's being done just because I'm connected to the record so much. I don't know. I don't worry about it because it hasn't been my issue. But if you're noticing it, if it's your issue, then just feel your way through it. What feels best to you? But super exciting that you're getting results with your pendulum. Keep going. Yeah. Make a wish, Letty. Absolutely. Linda, do your angels have a message for you? Is there anything in your blind spot? So for Linda, what would you like to share? Oh, get ready, baby, because here it comes. Wow. So you're talking next year, right? Yeah. It's feeling like there's going to be a big shift for you next year, Linda. Excitement from your team. And it's got the energy of feeling like something consequential. So is this a change in living space? No. Is it a change in how she spends her time? Yeah, it's something to do with how you spend your time. I don't know if you're still working or if you're retired, but how you spend your time is what it's about. And they're encouraging you to look for the most delightful ways to spend your time. Because again, you've gone through some period of time where your life really wasn't your own. You were living for other people. Now is the time when you really need to grab gusto with both hands because you're going to need that for yourself and for those you wish to help as we move forward on this big journey to Earthtopia. So now is kind of like your practice time to get ready. Yeah, get ready because here it comes. So you become an expert at taking care of Linda, at charging up your battery and being super powered so that you can do whatever you feel led to do, whenever you feel led to do, with no hesitation. Yeah, this is you really revving up the engine. So really exciting, Linda. Keep us posted. Hey, Laura, thanks for being here. Lynn, just wondering if there's guidance in career area or family or whatever they want to tell you. Okay, let me just get a quick sip here. So Lynn, guidance in career and or family. Would you like to share with Lynn? Hearing buzz, buzz, buzz like a buzzer going off. So what is that? Is it an alarm? Is it an alarm to get her attention? Okay. I don't know, Lynn, if there's something you're aware of that's like that buzz, buzz, buzz sound, something like an alarm trying to get your attention. But if you are, pay attention to it. That's the first thing. So what about that? What can you tell her? Now I'm hearing focus, focus, focus. So are you saying she's been too scattered? Yeah, it feels like you're a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit everywhere, and you need to bring all the parts of yourself together. Get yourself together, baby. And when you do, spend some time in contemplation, finding quiet, peace, centeredness, ground yourself. So are you saying she's going to need to do that because of events that are coming? Yeah. Now, are these challenging events? Are they happy, challenging events? Yeah, so there's some up-leveling going on for you, Lynn. Now is your time when you prepare for that up-leveling. So a little bit like what they were saying to Linda, now is your time to do that contemplation. Figure out what you really, 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 really want. Not what other people tell you that you should want, not what they think you should want, but what you feel deep inside is best for you. Start moving towards it. You don't have to, race to it. You can take your time, but more focus on what would serve you, because when you do that, you will be in an empowered, happier state where you will be able to share more love, more light, more peace with your family. And it will affect your job as well. You will just be emitting this really wonderful energy that will positively impact those around you, which will then boomerang back on you, positively impacting you. That's what you can work on right now. So that's a big assignment you've got for the month, but go for it, baby, because it's going to change your world. Hey, Elena. Nidja, any messages from your guides? Okay, so for Nidja, what would you like to share? I'm hearing the boom, 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 the big bass drum. So what is that? It's a beckoning. That's interesting. It's a beckoning. They're beating the drum for you. Right. Okay. So what are you beating the drum about? Can you tell us? More action. More action. Okay, but what else? Beating the drum. What do you want her to do? Wake up. They feel like you've been kind of sleepwalking through your life of late. You've not been as focused. You've been very distracted. And, that's not unusual this time of year. But now is the time to really come into yourself. Let those outside distractions kind of fall away a bit. Focus on your needs. What would make you happy? Where do you want to go? Now is your time for some plotting and planning, they're saying. Because you've been too much at the beck and call of other people. There's not been enough focus on you. Boy, we got a theme going on this tonight, huh? So yeah. And that ties in beautifully with Metatron's December message. If you haven't heard that, please go listen, because planning was huge for all of us for December, so that we can spring into 2024 in a more empowered, confident, joyous way, ready to take the new year by storm on our terms, not other people's terms. So hopefully that's helpful. Hi, Wendy. Messages from your guides or loved ones. Anything you need to be on the lookout for. Okay, so for Wendy, anything she needs to be on the lookout for? Well, I'm hearing more drums. They're really into drums tonight. If you start hearing drums beating, go pay attention to that. And it's like they're wanting to lift you up. It's feeling like you've been a little bit in a quagmire of late. So maybe feeling a little blue and down. They want to lift you up. So the boom, boom, boom. They're supplying the rhythm. They're supplying the impetus to get you unstuck so that and they're showing you levitating. So when you let go of whatever that thing is you've been mired in, you're just going to float up, because that's who you are as a soul. You are light and airy, filled with joy, love, and light. And you've been weighed down a bit. So they're wanting to encourage you to just let go. Let loose of the control, allow, and flow. And they can work with you then. Because when you're stuck in that place, they can't do a whole lot. So they're wanting you to let go, float up, and join them for a joyful, exciting time. That's what they've got for you. Interesting. You're welcome, Daniel. Elena, what do your guides want you to know at this time? So for Elena, what do you want to share right now that would be useful for her? Well, they're saying some kind of rude things, Elena, so I will send that to you privately. It's basically get the stick out and get moving. Um, so what productive guidance do you have for Elena? Yeah, more action, baby. You are not taking enough action. There is too much indecisiveness trying to figure out what is best. Are you wrong? You don't want to screw it up. You're afraid of screwing it up, so you're holding back. It's like you've got the brake on at the same time as you're hitting the accelerator or vice versa, right? But yeah, let your foot off that brake because you're burning rubber. It's not helping, and they are ready to take you far and fast. So it's you letting go a little bit of the control, relaxing and trusting them, going with that flow. And it's not going to be a slow, easy float either. It's really going, hitting that accelerator. So that's all they're waiting for you right now. It's just you got to get the stick out, flow, and allow them to accelerate you because that's waiting for you right there. I mean, you can just reach out and touch it. It's so close. So I hope that makes sense. You're welcome, Froxy Roxy. Beverly, you are welcome. You used to hear it in a song, and it's true about meditating more because you haven't been. Yeah, so no recriminations about that though, Beverly, because I'm guilty of it too. And they'll just keep coming around and encouraging you until you step forward. And probably most of us have discovered when we actually do get into the flow, we do allow more conversation, more meditation, that life changes in wonderful ways. So it's really for our best interest. It's not like they're nagging us because they're lonely. It's really to give us more opportunities, more love, more joy, more expansion. That's what it's all about. So we have to be willing to give that to ourselves. And that's where the crux is for a lot of people, not being willing to give it to themselves because maybe they don't think they deserve it. Maybe they think it's not their time. Whatever judgment they're placing on themselves, let go of all the judgments. This is to everybody. Stop judging yourself. Speak kindly and lovingly to yourself and watch your world change. Because you need that support from you as well as from your angels. Goes together. Laura, this year has been about intense healing. I'm so happy. Yeah, you really needed that. So the message you got on the first day of the year was about New Earth. What will next year be about towards New Earth? So for Laura, is there an overall message you want her to know for next year? And the beat goes on. I think you need to play that and sing it, Laura. They want you to get moving in that rhythmic, melodious way, giving yourself that gift of doing it in that fashion rather than doing it the way somebody else might tell you or what you've judged yourself about doing. This is you paving your own path. And for you, music's a big part of that. So get that beat going, get into the flow and go. And from there, you determine it. Don't look for somebody else to tell you what your message is. You get to choose. And you might have more than one. That's okay too. Because now that you have done all this healing, it's like your eyes have more clarity. You can get a better vision about who you are, and where you're going. And they won't make that choice for you. So it's about you looking ahead, going into your solar plexus and asking yourself, if I could do whatever I wanted, what would that be? And then give yourself permission to do it. Because that's where the love, the success, the abundance comes from. That's where healing for others comes from. But you got to do you first. So keep on with the healing, but also give yourself that space to expand in joy and love. And the beat goes on. That's pretty cool. Oh, cool, Debbie. You put the link in for the meditation. Awesome. Thank you. Okay. So hang on. It just jumped. Oh, and you posted the link for the book. Awesome. So hang on, you guys. I just want to quickly see how much we have here so that I can determine when I'm going to do my pause and lay that big news on you that I was telling you about. So let's see if I can get another window open here. Okay. So yeah, we're 45 minutes in, so this is a good time to take that little pause. So I'll be back to you guys in chat in a minute, but so deep breath, everybody. When I was doing the December forecast, I got this disturbing vision, and it is about an attack on America. It was very disturbing. It was very visceral. It was very detailed, which is unusual. It's not like anything I've gotten before. So it's taken me some days to process this. And I asked, do I have to put this in the December forecast? Because I don't want to freak people out. They gave me permission to wait until I had a little time to process. And then, of course, this came up in the schedule and it felt like the right place. So I got the blessing. Yes, I can deliver this news tonight, not about freaking anybody out. So I don't want anybody to go there. They've told me I need to put the drama aside and let's just deal with the facts, the dry facts of what's going to happen so that we can all prepare together. Because even though it's freaky, when the light workers come together with love and intention, we can mitigate it. This one we can't stop entirely, but we can mitigate it. So I have to speak a little bit in code because there are certain trigger words on YouTube that could get the video taken down. So there's this ruler in the West who likes to have wars and likes to control people, who has had dealings with a leader in this country, a former leader in this country, who I'm going to call sore loser. So the man in the West and the sore loser are colluding because that event that happened a couple of years ago in January was the first attempt at taking over this country. It failed, but they learned a lot, and they've been working on a new plan ever since. Now, that's probably not a surprise to some of you. So they've come up with this plan, and it's mostly the guy in the West because the sore loser just isn't that smart. They are colluding with people in this country, embeds. They have targeted a base in, I guess I can say Florida. It's a base that starts with the word home. And they are planning to have a device go off on Christmas Day this year because it's a populous area, because it's a sacred day, because a lot of people will be there, either living there and celebrating or tourists. So a lot of people. And the device itself only has a few mile range, but they've got it set up for a chain reaction with some other stuff that's present at this place so that it will have about a 200-mile perimeter. If you live in Florida, please check your perimeter from that place that starts with home. And if you need more, you email me and I'll give you more details. So we've been told to plan and prepare. For months, Metatron has been telling us, have your go bag ready, get out of there. Now, I could be totally wrong, you guys. It was very intense. It felt very true to me. But I've never gotten one like this before to process it. So I'm on new territory here too. I hope I'm wrong. Please come together with love, light, and energy, and let's make it not be true. But in case it is true, we need to prepare. You need to let people know who are there, who are open to hearing, that maybe they just want to not be there on that day so that we can minimize the damage. because the plan is it would create such chaos because of, the time of year and the extent of the damage, that it throws the country into massive chaos, which opens the door for, the next phase of their plan, which we will not be happy with. So I hope I'm not being too cryptic. I'm really trying to get you what I can so that you can understand, process, and then decide what you want to do with it, because we all have power here to do something about it. So I don't know if there's anything else I should say about that. Let me check messages on this side and see if you've said anything about it. Okay, so you haven't put any comments in about it yet, so I guess you're good for the moment. So if you do have questions, of course you can put them in chat. We've got a little more than a half an hour left, so we'll try to get to everybody and deal with those questions if we can. And yeah, I don't know what else to say. That's all I can think of at the moment. So we'll leave it there. Please try not to freak out, because the angels want us to remember we don't have anything to be afraid of. We've got these massive angels on our side. We're going to be fine. They're going to take care of us. It's those out there who don't know. So we each will have the responsibility for sharing it with whomever, wherever we feel led. Of course, being conscious of what we're doing. So we don't want to go into hysterics. We don't want to go into fear, because that's counterproductive. As long as we stay in confidence, love, light, peace, we will come through this with the very best. And we will come through to a better day, because that has been guaranteed to us. This is just a blip. So I don't want you to feel like, it's, mass destruction. It's a blip. It's not going to be fun, but we can get through it together. We will get through it. So sending you lots of love and light and calm, peaceful energy. Now let's go back to your questions. Okay. RM. You rose from a circle of miracles. Oh, Rose. Oh, sorry. Rose from Circle of Miracles. Have I received any messages involving 2032? No, but I'll ask. Is there anything that you'd like to share with Rose about 2032? I'm getting a no on that. It's premature, Rose. There's some other big milestones to go through before dealing with whatever that is. And if you're new here, you might not have gotten the message that Metatron gave us a while back, that we might get to Earthtopia, the very beginning of it, by 2028. So there could be something substantial, a milestone from 28 to 32. But it's not time for us to know that yet. They want us to focus on the present, doing everything we can to bring the world to love, peace, joy, ending the wars, the bigotry, the hatred, the corruption, coming together in oneness as a planet. That's what we need to work on. So our focus needs to be there. So I hope that helps. Callista, you're asking about the back heart chakra. If you ask for back heart chakra on my YouTube channel, you'll find 2 videos that I did with Mike, and Mike is here tonight, so you can connect with Mike Warner. He's the practitioner who did it. I did one video where I shared my session. You get to see what I went through having the session. And then we did a follow-up interview where we just talked about more details and expanded upon what it is that Mike is doing. And he is performing this great service for humanity. So it's very powerful healing. I think everybody could benefit from it. And it's very, very economical. So actually, I can type in for you the link to Mike's website, and you can just go there. So it's, and I have to remember it, Mike. chronichealing.xyz/EIT. I think that's it. So there's a form to fill out if you're interested, and of course you can learn more about it there and watch the videos on the channel. But there's a form to fill out that you email to Mike, and then he'll get in touch with you. It's a very informal process, very low key, but it's life-changing. So highly recommended. Freedom Finder, you recently had to put your 15-year-old cat Tuffy to sleep. I'm sorry. She had cancer. You found her beside the road when she was only 4 weeks old. Does she have an Akashic record? Is she okay? You miss her. Yes, she has an Akashic record. Everything with consciousness, including properties, has an Akashic record. It's really amazing. They're different from ours because they have different needs, but yes, they do. So, Tuffy, is there anything you want to say? You want to share with? Sorry, I forgot. Okay, you want to share with? I'm going to assume it's mom, but I could be wrong about that. So is there anything you want to share, Tuffy, with Freedom Finder? I'm seeing that, looking the paws, and I'm seeing a tabby, you know, the tiger striped cat. I don't know if that, with a little white tip on the paws, really pretty. I don't know if that's your Tuffy, but that's what I'm seeing. And just licking the paw and very peaceful, very calm, conveying to you there's nothing to worry about. All is right with the world. And it's good. So just send love and know that Tuffy can come to you, cuddle up with you at night if you need that to heal. So ask if you need that. And if you don't, then just send love and know that everything is all right. And that soul will move on until it's ready to incarnate again. So I hope that helps. Jean, you're a newbie. You just had to say goodbye to 2 fur babies, cats. I'm so sorry. Gosh, we got an unpleasant trend going here. 2 in 2 weeks. You're struggling with the loss and wondering if they're both okay on the other side. So I hope you got a lot from the message I just did. So for Jean, what can you share with her about her 2 fur babies? On the other side, they're perfectly fine. They're purring up a storm. Oh my gosh, it's very loud. Yeah, they're fine. They're frolicking around. They're chasing butterflies in this big, beautiful meadow, sunshine and long green grass, and they're leaping up and down because the grass is tall, chasing the butterflies. But on the other side, they don't catch them. It's playful. It's a game. So it's not like, you know, one species harming another. That doesn't happen there. They're very joyous. They're happy to be out of those used up bodies. And they're waving at you with their little paws. Hi, Mom. And letting you know that they're not far away. So if you need them, just reach out and call them in. Close your eyes and feel them. Imagine them in your arms, however it was, or in your lap, however you liked to be with them. Like a daydream, allow yourself to feel and experience them being there. That is real when you do that because your intention is to connect. Their souls will come to you to connect with you. So just whatever happens in that time, just stroke them, talk to them. Whatever you need to do for your healing, they will help you with that. And then when you're feeling better and you're ready to let them go a little bit, then they'll move on, as it should be. But meanwhile, give yourself that gift of allowing them to come to you if you need it. Don't let ego tell you that you're making it up because you're not. It's real. They promise they will come. So I hope that helps. Mike, have you reached the 60% point in your recovery or higher? What an interesting question. So for Mike, has he reached 60% or higher in his recovery? Oh, I'm getting a no on that, Mike. Sorry. How about 50? Is he at 50? Okay, 50. All right. Is it more than 50? Oh, no, 50. That's what I'm getting is 50. But that's great, Mike. 50 is head and tails above where you were. So just keep moving forward. Don't stress about it. So is there anything you want to share with him about his recovery? They're saying it's slow and steady by design, Mike. They are holding you back because you need to work on that self-care and not overgiving. So this is deliberate that they're keeping the brake on just a little bit to slow you down so that you take the time that it takes to completely heal. They don't want you to rush ahead too fast and have a setback. So lots of love to you. Lots of hugs and kisses from your angels. Slow down, Mike. Take care of Mike. That's what they want you to know. Christine, messages or advice from your guides or angels. So for Christine, would you like to share? This is really interesting. I'm seeing a visual of you, Christine, floating on your back in a body of pink water. Pink, like a pink lake. And there are these little white curlicues that are kind of drawn across the surface here and there. It's like a painting that you're living in, and you're floating on this beautiful pink water. And so pink is about peace and well-being, right? I don't know if pink has any other special resonance for you. Are you also talking about the heart chakra? Yeah, okay. So it's also heart chakra. So is this the time of healing for her? Okay. It's your respite time where you give yourself the space to heal and know that you can float continuously in this pink water. It's pink. Oh, it's heart healing pink water. Wow. Wow. So you just stay there. Absorb that energy for as long as you need to. And when you're ready, you just stand up. There's a big fluffy towel waiting for you on the side. You dry yourself off and you get back on your path. But it's okay to take this time to rejuvenate for the self-care. And in fact, it's so necessary. So yeah, give yourself that time. Rihan Sound. I hope I'm not butchering your name too bad. What is your past life connection to Brazil? And are you a Lyran? So for Brihan Sound, is there a past life connection to Brazil for Brihan Sound? No, nothing direct. Interesting. So if there's a resonance that you feel, it's similar to something that you have experienced, but not specifically with Brazil. And is Brihan Sound a Lyran starseed? I get a yes on that. So are you saying that there is a world where Brihan Sound has lived at one time that was like Brazil, was familiar like Brazil? Yeah, so that's what it was. And is that the Lyran planet? No, it's another one. Okay. So it's somewhere else you've been. And it's just, there's a resonance there. So you're feeling that resonance. Oh, is it a parallel dimension? I'm getting a yes on that. So it's a parallel, which would make sense why it's familiar to you, because there would be more similarities. Interesting. Okay, cool. Tina, what would the angel feel on what I should do or not be focusing on now or in the near future? So for Tina, do you have guidance for her on what to focus on? What is in her highest and best to focus on for now? It's feeling like there's a little bit of a dark swirl flowing under you, like, a little bit of the blues or maybe even a light depression. And so focusing on getting out of that is the prime focus for right now. You've got to pull yourself out of that back into the light so that you can move forward on your path. So reach out to your angels. So there you are. You're in this like a teacup floating in this dark water. And your angels are flying over with a helicopter. They drop a ladder to you. And you're a little blue and you're not hesitant. You're a little hesitant, not sure what to do. So you're kind of ignoring the ladder for right now. And they're saying, come on, sweetie, grab the ladder. Come on up. Let's get you out of here. You are going to feel so much better. So give yourself the grace, the love, and the care to reach up. Take the ladder and let them fly you out of there to a better place. They will drop you off somewhere where it's filled with love, light, rejuvenating energy, where you can get the care that you need so that you don't have to go back to that dark water again, because that doesn't serve you or anyone else. Hold you back, and you're ready to move forward. So give your angels a break, take their hand, and move forward with lots of love. All right, we just had a jump. There we go. Okay. So it's a little after 8, you guys. Let's stop taking new questions now. If there's a follow-up, those I'll take, but nothing new after this point, so I can be sure to get to everybody. So Sandra, any kind of a reading, thank you. You are so welcome. So for Sandra, what is important to share with Sandra now? So I'm hearing that old song, Michael Row the Boat Ashore. I don't know if that song has particular meaning for you. Does it have meaning for her? They're saying it does. Okay. What else can you tell us about it? Yeah, it's a similar message to one we've gotten earlier. It's, get in the boat and let the angels steer you. You don't have to steer. They will nudge you. The current will carry you. Be in the flow. No stress. So when you're in that flow, your clarity of vision is very sharply focused. You're able to see things faster, better, so that you know what action to take next. And in the doing of that, you feel better. So then you're willing to take more action on your own behalf to move forward out of where you are. So what else about that? Yeah, it's faith and trust, letting your angels guide you. And there's that verse about sister helps to trim the sail. They are sister in this version of the song. So they will be there to help you at your beck and call. Any little thing that you need, they will be there to help you with. So trust that, lean into that, ask for more. You can never ask for too much. But just keep asking, keep moving forward. Get into that place of beautiful flow where you just feel wonderful most of the time. And when you stop feeling wonderful, then look around for some new action to take to get yourself back into the flow. But that is your goal, to be in the flow as much as possible. So it's all about flow for you. Donna, you're having very unusual dreams. You're cleaning the whole house about once a week to clear the energy. What can the guides tell you about it? So for Donna, what is this energy in the house that she feels a need to clear? Is it a spirit? Is it more than one? More than one. Okay, more than two? Like a crowd. More than three? Four? More than four? Okay, so four. Four spirits. Are they connected to Donna in some way? Getting like four singing spirits. So are these departed loved ones? These four? And I'm getting the feminine energy. So I don't know if you have four females, either family or friends that have passed on that were close, that would come to you as one. Quartet. Singing spirits. So what are they trying to communicate with Donna? It's feeling like you have some trepidation about the other side. And they are there to witness for you that it's beautiful, it's wonderful, there's nothing to fear. It's peace, it's love, it's expansion, it's more than you could even dream of. So they want to bring you that message so that you will feel comforted. And now that you feel comforted and you're not worried about that, you can get back on your path and do what your soul came here to do, because it's been kind of holding you back a little bit. So that's a little weird. Let me know if that makes sense. You are so welcome, Linda. I'm glad it helped. For Morgan, are the blinking lights your guides, or is it those who haven't crossed over, or both? Okay, so Morgan, blinking lights. Are the blinking lights the guides or angels? Yeah. Well, are they also people who haven't crossed over? No. Okay, so this is your Akashic team, angels and guides. And what is it you're trying to convey with the blinking lights? We're here, we're here, we're here, we're here. They're singing. You remember that old song, we're here because we're here because we're here because we're here? So they're singing that, and they're just letting you know that they're doing this persistently until you get it through your head that they're there. Once you get it, you're confident about it, and you start interacting with them, they don't need to do the blinking lights anymore. But in the beginning, that is a beautiful example of how our teams will interact with us. They will just keep repeating stuff until finally it penetrates our thick head that, wow, there's something going on here that I need to pay attention to. So connect with them, let them know you've seen them, and then ask them for what else they want to share. This is opening the dialogue with them, and it will just expand and flower from there. Also for you, I would recommend coming and join us in the 21-day meditation challenge in January. I haven't set the date yet for that because I want to talk to people and find out whether we want to start right at the beginning or give ourselves a week to deal with, holiday stuff. I'm thinking we might start in the second week, but I will let you guys know, so don't worry about that. But that would benefit you highly to have that dialogue expand faster. You will love it. Hey, Tammy from Wainwright. Great to see you. Wendy, you're so welcome. Tammy, any message from your guides or angels? So for Tammy, what do you have to share that she would love to hear? Hearing this weird staccato song. Part of a commercial, but I don't know the name of the song. What's that about? Hyper. Oh. So are you saying Tammy's a little hyper? And she needs to calm down? Yeah. So more deep breathing, more meditation, relaxing. You've got to calm down so that the messages can come through. And if you are feeling like you're getting constant downloads, like buzzing bees in your brain all the time and there's no peace, no, Tammy, you can say to them, could you please pause that stuff for a few minutes and give me peace? They will. You are a sovereign soul. You have the right to ask for that. And when you're ready, just let them know, okay, resume. It's normal for you to get all of that, the conversation, the downloads. That's just how your soul is wired. But you can ask for the break, for the peace. They will gladly accommodate you. But until you knew that you could ask, you didn't know you could ask, right? Now you know. So play with that. Let us know how that goes. See how that changes things for you when you get those little peaceful moments where you can actually think without having all that fizzy stuff going on all the time. Breathe, relax, flow. Let go of that hyper stuff as much as you can. So Elena, you were nominated for the Who's Who and you received notification you passed the first round. They'll be interviewing you on Thursday. You were going to ignore the message, but you took action. I don't know why you would ignore that. Yeah, take action. That's exciting. Congratulations. Keep us posted. Let us know where that is. Where does that show up? And how can you use that to, further your goals? That's exciting. Lots of drumming, beating, and rhythm tonight. Yeah. Isn't that, there's something there that it's important. It's like we're all being called to the fire for the ceremony with the rhythmic drums to get us all on the same wavelength so that we can move forward together more empowered than we would be on our own. So something along those lines, I think. Sheila, a message for you. Would you like to share with Sheila? I'm hearing Kumbaya, Sheila. I don't know if you know that song, but it's all about peace and love. Finding that stillness, that place of faith, confidence, filled with love, knowing that all is right with your world. No worries. And the singing, it's one of those kind of songs that you sing around the campfire. where everybody joins hands. And sometimes they do that arm over arm where everybody's very close, linked together. This beautiful chain, this circle of love and light, lifting one another up. There's tremendous power in that. So they're calling us to do more of that. And for you specifically, they're bringing that message of peace. So if you have felt you needed more peace, lean into that. Go into your meditation. Ask your angels and guides to join you in singing Kumbaya in the circle so that you can feel their bodies next to yours, all of you joined in solidarity. There's tremendous power in that. So give yourself that gift and then be watchful. What shifts for you after you do that? Be watching for more messages because you're opening more doors. You're entering that realm of peace, confidence, joy, and love where more can come in. So it's beautiful. It's a great way to end the year. Wendy, you're in shock. Yeah, I get it. I hope you're feeling a little bit better now. Elena, you sent me a message on what you got. So I don't know if you sent me that privately or if it's on here, but I will look for it. Thank you. I appreciate that. SK3, a message for you. So SK3, would you like to share with SK3? I'm hearing that lullaby. Hush, little baby. Don't say a word. Mama's going to buy you a mockingbird. So what is that about? Is that they're needing comfort? Yeah, okay. So stroking your hair, calming energy. They're wanting you to lean into that energy. And as you're trying to go to sleep at night, it's feeling like maybe you have a little trouble sleeping sometimes. Go into your meditative state as you lie there. See them holding you in their arms, stroking your hair, singing you lullabies. Let them sing you to sleep. Let them soothe you. Whatever discord or upset that you're dealing with, let them wash it away with the love, the light, and the intention. That's one step forward. Do that first. Come back, and we'll talk about the next step. But take your time. That's why they're only giving you one step now. They want you to take your time. Really absorb it. Give yourself the gift of a lot. Yeah. And then more will be coming. Jean, you're so welcome. Debbie, you've been aware that it could happen for some time and sending love light to mitigate. Yes, thank you. That's perfect. Sandra, yeah, don't cry, sweetie. It will be okay in one way or the other, you know. Metatron's been telling us also for a long time that there are a lot of souls who are ready to leave the planet. They don't want to be here for what we still have to go through before we get to Earthtopia. So even though this is a horrible sounding thing, it's also facilitating a bunch more souls leaving. So there is that. And we know that no soul leaves until it's ready to go, which means only those ready to go will be present and leaving at that moment. So I hope that helps you to have peace with it. They will be going, but we're going to all do our best to make it the least amount of trauma possible. There's just going to be some rough stuff we have to get here, but here's the thing to know. Coming to Earth now as a soul was a privilege. There were a lot of souls who wanted to come. We got to be here because it's going to be rough. We were all on board because we were saying, hey, this is a great opportunity for soul expansion. We want to be on board with this because we're ready to take off like a rocket with our souls, with our ascension. That's why we're here. And you know, it's kind of an expensive process we're going through to have that privilege. So we knew it was going to be hard. We said we were ready for it. And yeah, it's probably a little harder than we expected, but it's all good. We got the angels with us. We can do this. And it will come better one day. It's just going to take a little while. So meanwhile, just hold on to those angels. Stay in the love, the light, the peace, the joy as much as you can. Share it with others because that will help you feel better. Just keep on keeping on. You're going to be okay. Daniel's asking if we can have a group meditation before the holiday to help raise the vibration. Absolutely, we can. Yeah. Let me check my calendar and see what I can do. But thank you. That's a great idea. Yeah. I was thinking what I might do for people who wanted to ask questions about this event. We could do a private Zoom, and that way we don't have to worry about using code words. But I don't know if that's necessary. It's kind of feeling like you guys took it better than I thought you might, and you're processing. So send me your thoughts on the whole thing and what would be the most useful for you, and then I'll put all that together and come up with a plan. But, you know, we are in December already, and that day is going to come up on us fast. So we want to be sure we leave time in there to do the processing that we need to do, the preparation and the planning. So all of that, keep in mind. Ruby Red. Oops, hang on, you jumped again. Ruby Red. Will we know the truth of the individuals and or groups who are behind the disruption? I don't know. Let's ask. So will we one day get the names of the perpetrators of this event on the 25th? Yes. Will we get all of them? We may not get all of them. There's always a few who slink away and get out. But yeah. Will we get the proof and the names of the big guys who are involved? Yeah, it's feeling like we will. Okay, we're going to hold you to that. So yeah, please enlighten us. No, you don't have to wait till last, Debbie. So, message for Debbie. What do you have to share with her today? Oh, sister, we are so happy with the work you are doing, with the blossoming of your soul, with the joy that you are spreading in the world. You sparkle. Oh, you're sparkling. Yeah, like that glittering fairy dust. You're just sparkling all over, and there's waves of love coming off of you that is, it's just freely flowing to whoever is in line and wants to receive it. It's just all out there for the world. It's beautiful. It's like, this is really cool. You've taken on an angelic countenance. How mind-blowing is that? You've taken on an angelic countenance, and that's what you're spreading with the world, and that's what your soul wanted to do. Just keep doing it. It's beautiful. Keep going. Yeah, lots of love and light to you. They're just sending you kisses and just so happy, beaming from ear to ear. So happy with what you're doing. Proud and honored to be your team. Yeah. Oh, they're putting the tiara on you. Not that you need one, but they want you to know how special you are. And so that's just an outward symbol that they're giving you, this beautiful diamond tiara that you can wear. Very cool. So anything you want to share with Dan? Okay, Dan, my man, don't sweat about sleeping with the princess. It's all good. Okay, what else do you want to share with Dan? It's okay, Dan. Just go with it. You don't have to understand it all. Just flow with it. Be in the feel-good energy and allow it to expand. You are the rudder, and your role is pivotal in this grand scheme of what's going on. So we appreciate you. We salute you, and we encourage you. Keep going with joy, with love. And be sure to bundle up because it's going to get really cold outside. Okay. I have to keep telling you that, right? Thank you, Jean. I accept. Lisa, life lessons or karma that you've just completed with this last ascension so that you can move on to the next. Oh, there's something. Don't sweat it, baby. It all unfolds in time. You don't have to know the details of 5 steps ahead on the road. You just need to know the next one. So don't focus too much out there. Focus on here and now, doing what you feel led to do. And they're saying you're right on time. Everything is good. Don't question. What else? Anything else for Lisa? Oh, they're wanting you to shake your tail feather. They want you to dance and celebrate and have a good time. You're not doing enough of that. So shake your tail feather, Lisa, however that translates for you. But get out there and have some fun. Move your body in joyful ways. Share that with other people. And that's perfect. Hi, Gina. Long time. So the store should be sold soon, and then you want to switch to your soul calling of healing. You're thinking of getting certified in hypnotherapy and purpose coaching. Is this aligned? So for Gina, is she still in line to have the store sold in 2023? Yep, still in line. Okay, and so would it be an optimal choice for her to take on healing modalities like hypnotherapy? Absolutely. If you feel called to do that, then honor it. Go do it. And they're saying, when you do these things, it might not be for a lifetime. It might be for a season, because you might do that, which then leads you to the next thing and the next thing and the next thing. Meanwhile, you are taking bits and pieces of each of those next things, combining them into something magical, they're saying, and powerful that you share with the world that is your modality. So don't let yourself be put in a box. Always be thinking outside the box, because that allows you to expand what you're offering for the highest good for everybody, especially for you. So, yeah, it's aligned, right? That's all aligned. Yeah, definitely aligned. So, yeah, just go do it and have fun. Don't forget to play along the way, because that will shift your energy so that you will have more to bring to the table. That's really important. Tina, do you have unique gifts, and could the angels say what they are? Everybody has unique gifts, Tina. I will ask and see if there's anything they want to quickly add. So for Tina, anything you want to say to her about gifts that she needs to be aware of? Just love, baby. Share that love with the world and you will be perfect. The rest will come in time, but start with the love. That's where it all begins. Yeah. So hopefully that helps. You're welcome, Freedom Founder. You're welcome, Christine. You have post-COVID heart failure, so the message has made sense. Oh, I'm so glad. I couldn't remember if I had already answered a question, so I went ahead and took it. But yes, you're right, Debbie. I'm trying to keep it to just one. That's the problem, remembering all the ones that I've done. So if I slip, you guys, it's not personal. Yes, thank you, everybody, for your energy and understanding. Christina, follow up. Oh, hang on, you jumped. Follow up. Stay in healing water until the condition is healed, or for a short period of time with the sinus infection. So for Christine, the healing water, is she to stay there until the heart is healed? That would be good. Yeah. But they're saying use your own judgment when you feel that you've reached a level of healing that is enough and you feel like you want to do something different. That's the perfect time. Because remember, you are the sovereign soul, the arbiter. So you stay as long as you feel you need to stay. And that's perfect. And this is also about helping you to grow into that level of responsibility as a soul, not always needing someone else to tell you what to do, allowing yourself to feel it. Don't think it, because that's ego and it gets in the way every time. Feel it with soul. What is soul telling you that it's time to do? Follow that lead and you'll be perfect. Oh, Ruby Red Slippers, you are so welcome. Much love to you and Toppy. Donna, you're welcome. Your husband has been reading and watching about NDEs, and so maybe that's it. Yeah, could be. Absolutely. C'est la vie, you are welcome. You love your daughter, sister, and mother, but you're drifting apart because you're so different. So you will send them love, light, and kindness. Oh, I'm so glad. That is the highest and best action you can take. It's always the default position when you don't know what else to do. Just blast them with love and allow the love to do the work. Morgan, you are so welcome. You ordered the meditation book. Awesome. Yes, the link for the group is in the book. So when you're ready, just click the link, join us. We'd love to have you. And we'll be starting in January. Sheila, you love the Kumbaya. I'm so glad. Jean, you're so welcome. I don't know if it's Jeannie or Jean, but hopefully it's okay. Blessings and gratitude from Linda. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. So Jeannie, the coded message, you're not so freaked out because you've had a sense there would be a big event coming. Okay. Yeah, and probably a lot of people are feeling like that. It's like waiting for the axe to fall. So we're just all going to do our best and know that the angels have got us every step of the way. So we will be fine. We've just got to keep moving forward. Don't get taken off your path, your soul journey because of something like that. You stay on your path. You keep doing your soul work. That'll all fill in wherever it needs to fill in, and you will do what you feel led to do at the time. That's perfect. Nidja, thank you for the messages and the guides to keep us protected and shield. You are so welcome. Okay, you guys, so we're a little past 8:30, but hey, I'm super, super psyched we got through all of this in this time. And I feel so much better having shared this message with you because it was really a heavy burden and I wasn't sure what to do about it. So thank you all for being so kind and understanding. I really appreciate that. Oh, Sister of Six, you're in Orlando on the 25th. Well, just measure the mileage. If it's more than 200 miles, and I think it is, then you'll be okay because that's the perimeter they're telling me about it. And they were very specific. Like I said, I don't normally get visions that have that much detail and specificity. So that alone tells me to pay more attention. And we'll just have to see how it goes. But yeah, you take care. Do what your soul feels best about. Absolutely. Okay, so let's take time to do a little closing prayer and thank everyone. So just take a couple of deep breaths. Oh, you magnificent beings, you angels, you soul guides, Creator, Metatron, everybody, all of your teams. You are so magnificent. We love you to the moon and back. Thank you, thank you, thank you for getting us through this. This was a triumph that we all came through this together in faith, confidence, trust that you will bring us through to a brighter day. We so love you for that. Thank you. To all of you, thank you for being here. It's a very special occasion. I appreciate you being here, lending your love, your light, your support. Together, we are going to make this a better world. Nothing is going to stop us. It's just now a matter of time. So keep on keeping on, everybody. Keep sending out that love and that light. We will create a brighter tomorrow. So until next time, thank you, thank you, thank you. Much love and light to you. Mwah. Now I just have to find the button to sign off and then we'll be out of here. It's always in the background somewhere. Okay, here it is.